This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank that I earned with my blood. This that YouTube grind when the views was a dud. Now we talking about a movement, not a maybe. This a flood. Sacrifice for the riches, that ain't just about the cash. That's about the sleep I gave up just to break a broken past. That's about the liquor I refused when I could've hit the glass. That's about the therapy I took instead of speeding off and crash.
For reset, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for reset, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
I was clocking in for bosses that ain't know my middle name. They just saw the numbers hitting, they ain't see the inner strain. Then I turn my pain to content, turn my lessons into game. Now I got a tribe of traders that refuse to play the same. Disco buzzing charts up, members learning how to move. We ain't chasing lotto tickets, we're protecting what we prove. Teaching risk, teaching patience, teaching how to keep you cool. Cause I lost enough myself to write a whole financial school. My sobriety a badge, my resilience a shield. Every L I ever took became a tool I had to wield. When the market tried to break me, I just studied how it killed. Then I built a better system, now I'm walking through the field.
Sacrifice for reset, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for reset, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, now I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
When I say sacrifice, you say for riches.
Sacrifice for riches. Sacrifice
for riches, from the trenches to the digits. When I say process, you say over profit.
Process over profit. Process
over profits, we ain't stopping till we locked it. From the runaway son to the soldier in the dirt, to the husband with a white queen fighting through the hurt, to the father of 2 daughters that he put in every verse, to the trader and the teacher helping others break the curse. I'm the sum of every scar they tried to use to hold me back. I'm the voice of every kid who had to grow up in attack. I'm the proof that if you're willing to go all in on the path, you can lose a couple battles and still never lose your track.
Sacrifice for riches, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice for riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, now I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
Hey, mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. It's your boy Stock. I'm not talking, my bad. You didn't hear me, but Richard, you might want to take that Bears logo down, big dog. Them Packers in school job, bro. Come on, we got you on Saturday too. All right. I was saying what's up to everybody. I know my mic was off, so my bad. But Queen, Philly, Weg, Creative, welcome for you being able to finally tune in. Stanley, I see you. All right. Spark 40, Roll Life, Rochella, back to Richard. Come on, bear down. Bear down. Queen Rochella, I see you. George Webbs, I see you. Queen Fee, I see you. Yep, y'all should have me now. Y'all should have me now. Hit the like button. Can you hear me yet? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah. Bear down. I see the ha-has. You know what time it is. My friends tried to place a wager on that game, and Watson got in that butt, you know? Yes. Man, it's been a long day, so I'm still recovering. I'm still injured, so I can't bring Weatherman Rail today right now. It's too much animation, and I probably will just break down on you, because your boy's in pain. Muscle relaxers, painkillers, you name it. Right now, I got something bad going on back here. So, all right. Boomy Gorilla says, so much better listening to Fire. Oh yeah, you've been all over the comments. Tracks, Fire tracks while we wait instead of the old hypnotic colors and shapes. Oh, are you talking about like that YouTube like countdown stuff? Is that what you're talking about? Nah, I hate that. I mean, that's that Premiere stuff, but man, I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into that video and in that track, and it was. I'm ADHD, if y'all don't know, and there's like a creative side. I've always been in arts. I got a bachelor of arts. I was going to school for game design, 2D art, animation. So that was like my plan growing up, and then music was just something that my friends are really good at. You know, I'm not a great rapper. You know, I make funny raps. I was good at poetry. I was in the forensics club, so I was good with words and expressing myself and my emotions and stuff like that. I went to state in high school for forensics and stuff, and it was a great experience because growing up, I didn't have a great childhood. My mom did everything that she could, you know, hardworking woman, three jobs, but you know things were rough, and I expressed all of the issues and stuff that I had. Through my poetry. I wrote a lot and I competed and I did well, you know, but I think poetry goes pretty far. You know, you can do well in it when things are coming from the heart, from like real life experiences. So that's my background, you know, and then but now fast forward time, you know, I'm 38, turning 39 next month, and you know, with all the responsibilities as a dad and then having a career and then doing this and then getting into trading and stuff like that, like your hobbies and things like that kind of get away from you. And so I found a way to buy back some of my time. And then with the support of my family and my wife, the closer relationship I have with my mom and some family, and then the job that I have now that gives me that good work-life balance, I've been able to kind of like get back into some of those things that brought me joy or that sparked the creative in me, right? So AI has been super helpful because the learning curve of getting back into like programming and coding, and then also just being able to do what I just showed you is awesome. I've been having a good time with it. So plus the community support here. So it's been a lot of things that brought joy to my life, and then you guys are definitely up there. You're probably like the top tier because being able to pour into everybody in this community and then you guys support me has been an absolute blessing. So I am very, very appreciative. Shout out to all of you here, those names in greens, those that are subscribed to the channel. Shout out to KGU, who's been supporting me on my journey this whole time as well. Keenan Grace, KG1, has been doing a lot of stuff, supporting your boy ways that you guys don't even know, right? So I appreciate that, all the Crown Traders, and I mean the list goes on. My mom, my wife, my kids, all that stuff, right? So like, shout out to everybody here. So read through some comments, let y'all know what time it is because it's rapid fire. It's rapid fire day. All right. No Weatherman Rail next week. He'll show up. All right, next week. All right. We got a after Saturday. After we take care of Richard's team. we gotta go show them the deed to their own crib real quick. All right. So All right, so let's see here. We got audio. Go put in, come back, I can hear you. Okay, got it. Okay. The Avatar is fire. Love it. Hold on. Avatar is fire. Like the movie Avatar is fire. Is that out yet? Because for real. All right. 13 likes, 30 in the chat. Hey, Roll Life. Roll Life, he ain't telling no lies. If there's only 13 likes in here, your boy ain't moving forward. I'm chilling. You know, it's okay. All right. So this is what I got to say, though. If you are here and you support the channel and you appreciate the content, support me, then please take the 1 second and click the like button. I really, really appreciate it. It goes a long way. I don't go live or do a lot of public stuff. A lot of the things that I do is behind the scenes in the Discords and for the members. So when I'm on here, I definitely do my best to give you as much as I can. So please hit the like button. Your preview. Okay, got it. Thanks, Queen. More to come. I got a whole setup. I've always wanted to tell a story about my life, and I was like, I'm not a good writing books. It takes a long time. So I was really more so interested in the music thing. It looks like I'm having some issues with frames, so I need a minute to make sure that my computer don't crash on me real quick. All right, so let me make sure solid. Okay, and solid. Okay, I think we should be good. All right, hold up. Let me take care of that. That. All right, that should help quite a bit. All right, so without further ado, okay? First, hit the like button. Second, we're gonna talk a little bit about the plays that we got into. Anything that I show you on my screen that's about to pop up and like light your screen up, right, is from plays that I've shared with the community. I've never, most of these is not me eating alone, okay? So I'm gonna share with you the wins from Friday, which is after our last live stream, right, till now, okay? And then we're gonna talk about them a little bit, and then we're gonna go into the rapid fire chart analysis. For those that are new, rapid fire chart analysis, essentially, when I go over to the charts, I am going to be looking to the chat and looking for your ticker request, right? So, for instance, if Queen Rochella says, hey, Rel, I'm looking at Hood call options, that's all she needs to say. And then I'll go in and I'll take a look at Hood and I'll give her my 2 cents, right? And I'll base my dialogue around whatever she types in the comments. So anybody's name that is in green, you guys are priority. That means that you're members of the channel. If your name is in gray and you are in KGU, or if you are adopters of the app, then you'll put hashtag KGU or hashtag S4R, right? Sacrifice for riches. That lets me know that you are also a priority, okay? So KGU is home. I take care of KGU, right? You may be on the app, but you might not be members on YouTube, but I still appreciate that, and you are priority as well. But I need to know if those things aren't indicated, then names in green will always be priority, and that's just what it is, okay? So Richard, hold on, big dog, hold on. There's a new Richard. There's a different Richard. Oh, we got 2 Richards. All right. Hey, Richard Antonio, are you a Bear fan? I need to know. Are you a Bear fan? All right. But anyway, so here we go. So this is the gambit. All right. Now, everything looks great, right? For one, I'm always the guy that's going to keep it above with you. But let me say this. One, yes, we killed the game with the SPY. More recently, this week leading into today. Today was an absolute like monster day as it relates to the SPY for those that played the plays, right? I did get caught up in 2 SPY swing trades. I had puts. We actually opened up on a big break, so that I lost 80% on 2 SPY positions. Now, 2 things. One, I wasn't getting any indication that we were going to be reversing towards the upside. However, at the same time, I did see that we were approaching a zone to which we could turn around. So I took that leap. It is what it is. Oh darn. But guess what? We made up for it, right? We made up for it. So it is what it is. We 2 weeks ago, so last week, Thursday, I presented to you how we hit 1,000% on Netflix. Well, that same week, right, leading into Friday, I hit 400% on Netflix. And then again, hold on, where's my fingers? That's my finger. Oh, here it is. This right here. 250 and 198% on Netflix. Yesterday or today, I can't remember, we hit on Tesla. Shout out to somebody in the Discord that brought Tesla to my eye. I seen it and I said, you know what? This looks like a play. Same thing with Nvidia. I think it was Ramesh asked me about Nvidia. I don't know if I played it, but I did call it out. So shout out to y'all who ate. We hit on Chewy. We hit on a couple things. So we're doing our thing, right? We're doing work. So shout out to everybody who is killing the game with me and with yourselves. So we teach a lot of this in the Sacrifice for Riches Discord. We teach a lot of this in KGU. So but you need to be a Megalodon or you need to be a doctorate. So whichever group that you fall under, there's lessons there for you. Now, if you are a member of the Sacrifice for Riches community, following this live stream, we will go live with the entire Discord, okay? And what we're going to do is end up going deeper into some of these the plays that we talk about tonight, okay? So if you're not a member, is what it is. Hey, what up, Boomy? Hey, welcome to the Megalodons, big dog. Hey, shout out to Boomy for being the newest member, all right? Everybody show him some love. Now, when you click that, Boomy, there should have been a link under your perks for perk instructions to get you in the Discord. So, I'll see you over there, all right? We'll welcome you, and we'll go from there. So, shout out to our newest Megalodon, Boomy. Everybody show love. Show love. Pressing that button. All right. All right, so already know. Hey, he been riding me in the comments, rocking with me in the comments. So yeah, Stanley, new too. I love it. All right, so if you want to be a member, then it's pretty easy now. YouTube made it where you don't need to leave the screen. Okay, so you just hit that little money sign, right? And then I think you can just join. I think there's an option just to join. Okay, it's the same place where you do super chats and stuff. Okay, what's up, JC? I see you, big dog. Okay, so before I get into it, do we have any questions? Right? Put a fire emoji if you hit on any of the plays that I posted just now. Let's hear that first. Fire emoji if you hit on any of those. Okay. And can y'all hear music right now? Let me know if you can hear music right now, because I'm not sure. I hate for it to be like silent. Okay, thank you, because I can't hear it on my end, so I just want to make sure that y'all are good, and hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so we're gonna flip screens. If there's no questions, we're gonna set it up. So we're gonna do 20 minutes today, okay? And then 20 minutes, after 20 minutes, we're moving right over to the Discord exclusive, okay? And I have to make sure that I have that stream set up. Hold up, make sure I'm doing this right. Man, this thing is messed up. Give me a minute. Yeah, this stuff is crazy. I'm like blown up right now. Okay, I don't know. Let me know if y'all have any problems like connecting or trying to set up or become a member or whatever, okay? But it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna set the timer, right? And when I go to the screen with the chart, I'm gonna hit start, and then I'm gonna look to the channel, to the messages to get us going. It's been a little bit, so your boy might be a little slow, okay? Be patient. It's gonna be okay. All right, it's gonna be okay. Hold up, let me fix my camera. Right there. All right, let's switch it over and let's get into it. Is that the right screen? That is right screen. Okay, so we're gonna go here. This is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches, rapid fire chart analysis. It's morphin' time. All right, let's get into it. What we got? Y'all still hear music? All right, and let's see what we got for KO. So catalog. Hold up, 1 second. Hold up. Y'all see my screen, but I don't see my screen. So KO. KO is brought to us by Queen Fee. This is Coca-Cola. All right. Ooh, this is a really nice looking QVP. I'm not gonna go into that right now though. So let's do that. Let's get rid of some of this mess. I don't need to see it all to know where we're going. Okay. All right. So with Coca-Cola. So we've already ran this already. So we already know where our foundation is and we know where our high is. So Queen, pretty much once we hit the supply zone right here, which starts at about 72.40, we're looking for price action to send us on the way down, right? It looks like we're now trading between the 20 and the 200-day EMA. So we're right now we're pretty neutral as we're approaching our crossing point. So we have this inside bar, which typically means they pause in direction. So we very well could be coming on down for a continuation. What do I see off rip is the fact that this is a head and shoulders pattern that's kind of forming here. Okay, so we are likely to come back down to retest 69.38 if we fall below this, right? You know, we have the 200-day EMA here, but if we fall below, we'll look for retracement and then for us to come on down to retest 66.33. Now, if we hit 66.33, then this is a place, an area of interest where I would probably load up a little bit for a long-term position if you believe in Coke. All right. Anyway, hopefully that helps. Moving on to the next one. What do we got? KGU ML says Netflix. Oh man, we've been killing the game on Netflix. After we killed the game on Netflix, I actually paused because I took like 2 or 3 L's and I was like, 3 strikes, I'm out. I'm gonna just walk away with what I already have. Now Netflix is pretty solid right here. Because we've already done the levels. We've been working Netflix. So this is a demand zone that we have established at a crossing point. Okay, so essentially how I would be playing Netflix right now is that if we fall below 94.70, which we are, and confirm below this level, then likely we're going to sell off to the next take profit target of 91.40, 88.21, and then $87.03. I'm really looking to load up on Netflix shares at this level. We've been dollar cost averaging this entire time because this was my demand zone. So once we hit here and we didn't sell off right away, I loaded up on 5 Netflix shares. Okay, so I have more, but I've been dollar cost averaging in along with a couple other members of our discords. Right, so but as of right now, I'm going to go ahead, zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. Right, so this is intraday, right? The demand zone, this is an intraday demand zone that I'm going to ignore. Right, this is an intraday supply zone. I'm going to ignore because what's important for me is what happens here. Right here at 94.21, and I'm going to go ahead and tag that white. Okay, 94.21. So it looks like we're seeing some buyers here, right? Like we're seeing a lot of like sell side liquidity. So they're falsely breaking down, so it seems. And buyers are buying it back up. So what you want to see for Netflix, if you're looking for calls, for example, you want to see us rocket back into this demand zone. So you want to see bullish volume, bullish momentum through 94.21. If you can see that and it looks strong, then without hesitation, I would be hopping into some leap options or a week or 2 weeks out because it won't take any time, right? And then my stop loss will be right below this level. So if we confirm below 94.21, then that means that my play is invalidated and I got to keep it moving and wait for the next one. All right, what do we got next? Lyft, LYFT. I heard our boy KG talking about Lyft today. I know a lot of people are in leaps thinking that we're at the bottom, and you're not wrong because my demand zone right now is at the bottom. We hit it and we bounced out of it. But this is a very interesting section because there is a huge supply zone on I need to figure out what time frame this is because this is a huge supply zone, but this is a demand zone that's for an hour out. No, we have a demand zone at a daily, and then we have a supply zone that is wild. Hold up, let me just check. This is not it. So this has to be like a weekly, and I just have it tagged wrong. So let me just double check this. Okay, all right, so I need to tag this appropriately. Lyft is in a really interesting spot, and it's actually kind of bad. All right, so let me do this. So we tagged this before, but when you see a dark supply zone on my chart, right? If you see a dark supply zone like this, then that means that it's from a higher time frame. We had this symmetrical triangle. Actually, this is more of like a pennant, right? And we had this breakout. This was a opening gap to the way down, and we figured that we were going to see resistance once we hit. So we did that. We came back and we fell right back into the supply zone, right? Right back into the supply zone. So oftentimes when you see a bullish move towards the upside and then we fall back into supply, you want to see if we find support at the bottom of the supply zone. So as of right now, we actually can be thinking a little bullish on Lyft, right? We can be thinking bullish because we have this hammer at the bottom of this neutral position. So what are you looking for? Well, technically, if we can open up and then come a little closer towards the bottom here, which would be at 1858, and get some calls, great. But you definitely need to wait for some a candlestick pattern that's showing you opportunity for a reversal. So if that doesn't happen, then you're paying attention to see what happens to this candle next. And this is a weekly right now, so we're gonna have to zoom in and get really we're gonna have to sync up with what the data is showing. So we can't base it off this because we want to catch the play now. So let me zoom in and just spend a little bit more time on Lyft. So I want to go to the 65 minute. Okay, on the 65 minute. Okay, so this is where we're at. My halfway point is almost like gold, right? So I'm going to say that if we can't intraday demand, okay, if we can't cross this level of $19.95, we need to confirm above this level. If we can confirm above this, which then leads us to 20, right? You know what? To be safe, $20, right? If we can confirm above $20, then we're likely to head up to retest the top of the supply zone at 21.59. If we fail, then we're gonna likely fall back down, right? Probably retest, get kicked out of this zone, and then just come back down and retest demand again. So we got to be very, very patient because you're still in this downtrend. You're still in this descending triangle pattern on a shorter time frame. Okay. Now, those that are in the Discord, after this, we're going to spend some more time on this because I see that it's worth it. Okay. I'm going to show you one more thing. We got to keep it moving. Boom, boom, boom. This is a pattern, right? We are neutral on Lyft, right? We are not yet bullish and we're not yet bearish. We're bullish at the bottom and we're bearish at this descending line of resistance. But we're going to talk about it later. All right, so let me just tag this up and let me put in some alerts because the rapid fire alerts be hitting, and then we're going to move on from there. Spend too much time on Lyft. What do we got next? All right. KGU is saying, is the theme music on? Is it working? Real life? All right, KGU says SoFi. Now, technically, KGU and anybody else who's looking for SoFi, y'all can just search stocks for real SoFi, and all of my videos will pop up, all 50 to 60, 80 plus of them. So I don't even know anymore. SoFi, I've been talking about it for ever. Everybody already knows that. Even more recently, I said 2615 is our level. We need to confirm above or confirm below to be bearish or bullish. I preferably would want to get SoFi load up around this area right here at 1857, 1979. Okay, so as of right now, we are in a little bit of a downtrend still, right? Well, technically we're trading sideways, but it's a very choppy area here at 2615. But just know this: 2615, below it, we're bearish. Above it, we're bullish. That's just what it is. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on here. And it looks like it's still leaning towards a sell-off. So I can't recommend getting into SoFi here. If you want and you want to go long, then I wouldn't be mad at you, but you have to understand that you need confirmation on a longer time frame below 26.15 before you were to grab anything. But do pay attention. You have lower lows and lower highs, or lower highs and lower lows, right? So you're not yet in a position to hop into calls just yet, okay? If you are, then you're waiting for it to retest the bottom. You're not trying to grab calls up here, all right? Next up, what do we have? There's a lot of KGU in here. What up, KGU? All right, man, KGU is all over it. All right, Hood, KGU. This comes from Richard. I still don't know if you're a Bear fan, dog. I might have to skip you until you answer the question. I'm just joking, Hood, Robinhood. All right, so we already know that we had a double top. We sold off into supply, and then we popped back up. Now, minus this zone that we have on Hood, we hit my crossing point, which is at 101.35. I did tell everybody that if we hit this target and we bounce, that we would be bullish, and that's exactly what happened. So we actually traded out of so this is a trading zone for me. This is a trading zone. So we left one trading zone, and now we've entered another trading zone. But in this new trading zone, we are on the bearish side of things, right? So we are bearish on Hood for as long as we're below 124.61. We'd be looking for Hood to come back down, retest 113.05. If we come here and we see signs of a reversal, then we'll just ride this wave up, because then at this point we can just assume that Hood is trading neutral between the two levels. Okay, now we're not truly bullish on Hood until we cross 124.61, but I love what I see right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that alert tag on here so I remember for later, and when it's triggered, then everybody else gets the alert too. Okay, so but keep in mind, if we fall below 113.05 on Hood, then that means that we're bearish again, and we're just gonna come on down right down to 101.35. So I'm gonna put a tag right here too, and then go from there. Other levels, I'll give it to the discourse later in the day, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. KGU says ASTS, and that is from Gene. I'm gonna say Gene until you tell me otherwise. ATS, that is AST SpaceMobile. People within Sacrifice of Riches, they've been talking about this quite a bit, so we have this dialed up, and you have to get the cheat sheet. So hey, here you go, Queen. I'm sorry if your name, Gene. I don't know if you're a guy, girl, or whatever. But anyway, we are in a bullish position on this. Okay, we are neutral overall. However, as long as we're above 61.28, we are bullish. Okay, and we did have a strong bounce here at this level. So let's see, what are we looking at? So as of right now, if the market was open at this very moment, what do you see? Well, we see that we have the 21-day going down. You have the 200-day crossing down, and we're trading in between. However, we did have a nice bullish move above this level. Now, I want you to keep something in mind. Even though we rocketed above 64.78, this is not bullish, right? This is not confirmation. Right here, when you get chopped after crossing a key level, this is a key level for me, 64.78, nothing's confirmed. So in my opinion, we could actually see this come on back down, right? So until proven otherwise, I don't see it. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. I don't see it. So okay, with ASTS, everybody, this is on a 15-minute time frame. Y'all got to pay attention to when you see a 20-day and a 200-day come parallel of each other, perpendicular, right? When they're trading sideways, they're kind of tightening up, right? So then you want to pay attention to the move, the volume push after they kind of, hold on, after some confluence, right? So that's going to be the move, right? So if you see a big red candle, bearish candle with bearish volume to meet, that's probably going to be the trend or the direction of this play for a little bit, okay? And vice versa. But pay attention to what's going on between the 20 and the 200-day EMA. Again, if we manage to be to hold 64.78, then yes, you can be bullish. Look for calls to the next take profit target of $73.05, and then on from there, the max take profit target of $85.29. I am going to go ahead and tag this as well, and then I'm going to tag it here. All right, and then keep it moving. What else we got? Oh, eyes on. What are you looking at, ATM? Let me hold something. Your name says that I can make some withdrawals. Hold up. Okay, JC, I see you. Oracle Leaps. You're gonna have to give me the ticker, but luckily I already know. ORCL, Oracle Corporation, coming from a Discord member, JC23. All right. Well, we had wow. We had pretty much like a double bottom, or it's like a double bottom, but it's like a cup. I wonder if a handle is gonna happen, but either which way, okay. We broke a trend, right? So we had a little bit of a change of structure where we had lower highs, lower lows, and now we have lower or higher lows and higher highs. So we're above key level that I've identified of 187.68. So now we're pretty much bullish here. Let me just zoom in and then see what price is looking like, or the candlesticks are looking like. And this tells me that we're pretty bullish for the most part until proven otherwise. But right now we have some demand here. We came back, retested, and now it looks like we could be on a rocket to 192.49. So but be careful, because up around this area you do have some supply, so sellers are here too. So you remember Sacrifice for Riches, and then if you guys are doctors, then you probably know what I'm about to talk about, and that is going to be QVP. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because this is rapid fire chart analysis. This isn't let's go into a deep dive, but we're going to look at it anyway. All right, and that QVP tells me that we're pretty darn bullish right now. We have a POC for aggressive buyers here at 189.87. So we need to really push to that. If we can't, then we're kind of screwed. Now, one thing that I do also see going for us is that up here, there's not a lot of volume, but that doesn't mean that this is a sell-off. This means that this is a pause, right? This means that there's less buyers, and sellers are kind of just like, they're just there. You might have a couple sellers in there, but they're not being aggressive. So this is a what I would call a like a natural retracement, right? This is a healthy retracement right here, because we still have a lot of absorption. So I'm not going to go into all this in the QVP. We'll talk about that if you're in the Discords on another lesson or master class, right? So we're going to keep it moving, but this is a good piece right here, okay? So I'm going to move on from here and see what we got. Shout out to B.O.B. I appreciate you, big dog. Do you think Netflix will continue to go down? B.O.B., I hope Netflix goes down. But as of right now, the trend is telling me that Netflix is coming on down, okay? I can only tell you what the candle in front of me is doing right now, and it tells me that Netflix is coming down. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. We're going to ride the wave either which way. I have not sold a position. I am down on my Netflix shares, and I'll just keep loading up. They can try me if they want to. They can take Netflix all the way down to $50. I'm still buying it. We'll see what happens. Don't give me a discount. All right, so what else we got? Tilray. This is from Boomy, newest Megalodon in the building, TLRY. Man, I haven't talked about this weed stock in a minute. Okay, but let's talk. Oh, whew. All right. What do you want to know? It's dead. She gone. I don't know what. Hold up. Okay, so man, people are on this penny. It came up quite a bit, but at the same time, it's on a sell-off. So right now, Tilray is likely to come down to this zone right here, and there's a cluster of sellers down here technically. Okay, this is going to be a demand zone. I'm going to zoom out, but give me a minute. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't like it. So on a zoomed out time frame, it looks bullish from the from the EMA perspective, I'm on fumes, y'all. I have had zero food. I had a bagel. That's all I had today. So I need to. Oh, there was a stock split. Let's go adjust. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, I know I touched on this. All right, so there's a channel here that I've already drawn up apparently, and pretty much when I draw when there's a channel that looks like this, then we're pretty much looking for a breakout. So we're trading sideways, we're neutral until we break out of this position, and I can already see the writing on the wall, man. Like this just tells me that we're going to be doing one of these, right? So Tilray neutral. I'm not buying or looking to buy until something happens. Now you can play this like for instance, if you want to play calls, I will be looking towards this ascending line of support to hop in calls. I will not be looking to hop into calls in this zone, this range between 1132 and 1514, right? Would not be touching that. Unless we stay in this range and you want to play the range, then by all means do your thing. But as of right now, we are bearish, finding resistance at this descending line of resistance. All right, so let's move on. That's time, but I'm going to take care of whatever I see on the screen, and then we'll keep it moving, okay? Ooh. Dang it, I'm late. Hey, you okay? We got more to do afterwards, big dog. Just stick around. So RCL, I do see you, KG. I don't know, Kentavious. All right, just give me a minute, okay, big dog. So RCL Royal takes me back to my CCL days, Carnival Cruises, but this is Royal Caribbean Cruise. All right, well, what do we want to know? I mean, are you bullish? Are you trying to play calls? Are you a long-term investor? Like, what are you wanting from this? I mean, I can just give you an overall analysis on this stock, and essentially, like you already know, you're in an uptrend. You had a double top, you came down, you got a double bottom, and now you're back above your 200-day EMA, and it looks like you could be bullish. However, do understand that we could be forming a head and shoulders pattern, right? I mean, you can't predict. You got to play the candlesticks that's in front of you, but at the same time, the 21-day just crossed the 200-day, and we just bounced off this key level of previous resistance, now support. So there's a lot of things going on here. It's showing some resistance. We have a gap down. We have supply. There's a couple factors in here that I'm seeing that's bearish. Okay, we have volume. We have we have volume going down for the buy side, right? As price is going up. Okay, so this is divergence. This is telling me that we could very well just pull back. I see the demand. I see the buy side imbalance. I see it all. But some things, I mean, you can get fooled. I'm not going to touch this. If I were to buy this, if I was in your position, I'd be more likely to buy it around 245.97. That's if I seen some solid support or whatever, but I'm not touching it. And if we fall below this level, right, then look out below, because then you're headed to about 174.26. And guess what can send us down that way? Inflation. Who knows what's going to happen? War, economic stuff, right? Geopolitical nonsense. Like all that stuff can send all the cruise lines down. So at any given moment, right? So not. Okay. Adam, you got to say those for the next one, big dog. I'm taking care of whatever's on the screen, but stick around. So KGU Kentavious, right? He says Uber. He's looking at calls or puts. All right. We gonna two-face this one. Just gonna flip a coin, two-sided coin. All right. So, I mean, Uber's doing exactly what I expect Uber to do, and it's coming on down, right? So it broke into my trading zone, which ranges between $60 and $82.98. It actually lived here for some time, and I really didn't expect for it to break out, but it did. And now we're underneath it, and I see a complete sell-off for Uber. I mean, we could come on down to 71.49. I wouldn't just hop into a play. However, I would be looking for retracement, right? I would be looking to see if we can come back to retest 82.98 before we go ahead, hop into some shorts and bring it on down. A couple things that's like talking to me. One, we got 21-day EMA that's coming on down. We have your 200-day that's trading sideways. We fell under a key level, but at the same time, under this key level, we don't have 100% confirmation. I know you want to say, oh, we got candles living below it, but you know, you're starting to see more wick than body, except for right here. So let me zoom in. That's the day. Let me zoom into the hour and then see if I can make sense of it. Nope, we're riding the wave down. The 21-day EMA, we're staying below it, and right now, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So I'm a fan of it coming on down. That's what I'm a fan of. This was an ascending triangle or ascending wedge that it was trading within, right? And we just broke below the ascending line of support of that ascending wedge. And now, on top of that, we're below the 21-day EMA. We're back into my trading zone. So we're bearish for as long as we stay below 82.98, okay? We're bullish if we can break above and confirm above on a larger time frame, okay? What else we got? All right, well, technically that's it, right? I think I hit everybody. So if your name is in green, don't go nowhere. I dream of Jeannie. Okay, thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate you correcting me, Queen. Thank you so much. But everybody, that was the rapid fire chart analysis live stream. Now let's see what we went through. Let's see how much we covered. We covered Uber, RCL, Tilray, ORCL, ASTS, Hood, SoFi, Lyft, Netflix, Coca-Cola, SPY. We covered a lot. I think we did a pretty darn good job. Shout out to y'all for keeping this engine going. So let's go ahead and switch back over to this screen, and let me see if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Please put a fire emoji in the chat if you think this was helpful and if you want to see more of this. If so, do know that this is something that I do every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So just mark your calendars. It's very rare that I'm not going to be here, but if I'm not, if you're in Discord, you'll know about it. If you're on YouTube, just a subscriber, you might not just see it. So, you know, I'm a family man. I got stuff to do too. So I'm a one-man band. Ooh, look at the fire emojis. Hold up. Where's the fire emojis at? All right, let's see. Y'all got me turned up today. Hold up. I didn't see that head and shoulders. Hey, that's what I'm here for, big dog. All right, no problem. But don't go nowhere, Adam, okay? Don't go nowhere. Richard Roberts. Yeah, I saw that earlier, and NBC believe they got 50% of the company. Okay, gotcha. And who is this? Richard? Oh, your Rams all day? Hey, you didn't. Hey, I'm not even happy with you, man. You know what? It's not even y'all fault. You took my Devontae. You took my boy, but it's not your fault. It was Aaron Rodgers' fault for taking him to the Jets or whatever, wherever you went. I don't even know no more. Oh, Vegas, then Jets, then Rams. Good luck. If we don't get a Super Bowl in Green Bay, you know what? I'm not even speaking that nonsense. We getting a Super Bowl this year. You know, we gonna stay that way. LOL. You skipped both my plays. No, I didn't. Hold on. Richard, my bad, big dog. Bears. I'm not like that. What was your play, big dog? Please repost it, because I'm not like that. It's just jokes. GLW, who's that? Quanderson. We're gonna do that for the follow-up live for the Discord. Okay, so just stick around. Hey, shout out to George Wells for being a channel supporter. I want you to know, big dog, as a channel supporter, that's exactly what it sounds like. You really don't have a lot of access to anything, to the Discords, to the channels, to all the live alerts or anything like that. You as a channel supporter is just you saying that you support the channel and the community, and I really appreciate that. But if you do want to upgrade and be a part of all that stuff, get the live alerts, whatever, then do consider bumping your tier up to one of the higher levels. Okay, let's see here. I'm waiting for bear down. AVGO. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna go back to the charts for Chicago, because you know karma is something, and I'd be salty if I didn't take care of Big Dog and we lost. So I'm not having that. I'm not gonna have that on my conscience. All right. So anybody else that's requesting tickers, you got to wait or become a member right now. If you want to if you want this to continue, then hit the money sign, become a member of the community, and then I'm gonna have another live stream to follow this. But we gotta take care of the bad news bears. Hold up. Let's go back. Let's go back to take care of let's take care of my guy, ABGO. I'm not like that. Broadcom. All right. Hold up. Okay. So Broadcom. Whew. It's been on that golden lyrics. Just up, up, up. So I mean, this makes total sense. I mean, for something like this, you probably were too closely like zoomed in, right? Because it's very apparent that we got too far away from the 21-day EMA. We're still, you know, everything is shooting up or saying that we're bullish, but we have some retracement. As of right now, I would go ahead and just draw up like the demand zone here. And then I would treat this as my entry point if this is something that you're trying to trade or try to like be a long-term investment in. Notice how the demand zone lines up with the 21-day EMA. You do have a lot of selling momentum and volume coming in. So we are going to likely sell off to about $311. So I'll set an alert here. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in here. Approaching demand zone. And I got to put my blue on there, blue, because that's what it represents for me. All right. And then I can place some information, and then I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. So yeah, I would just pretty much be waiting around here, and then you might not bounce off of this zone right away. So if you do fall into this zone, then just know that you're looking to grab calls or shares closer towards the bottom half of this zone, if at all possible, which is about $290.94. All right, that is what I got on that. And let's go back. No more. So now what I want to do, might join your channel, love the info here. Girl, I would love to have you, right? We already covered Netflix, big dog, so BOB. So once this video is done processing, then you'll be able to rewatch it, okay? And then Queen Girl, like, hey, welcome you with open arms. We love to have you. I do, you know what? Just because you said you're considering becoming a member, I got you. NKE, Nike. Now, I did a whole video on Nike about how I just bought my first pair of Jordans since I was like 11 years old. I think my mom bought me like the old school red and black. Actually, you know what? Boom, right? Those are my first pair of Jordans, like when I was a kid. And then I never owned another pair of Jordans after that. I think I was on like an Air diet. Anybody that grew up in the hood, know anything about the Airs. Those are the Air Force Ones without the Nike sign. Yeah, your boy was rocking those, getting talked about at school. So since then, I've been kind of like whatever on shoes. And then I get to a point in my life where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do something for myself. And these shoes, I'm not a big shoe guy, but these have meaning. Mentally, it has meaning. I could have always bought these several years ago, but I wanted to wait till I got to a point where, you know, I just felt like I earned them, right? That's what it is. So Nike, to that point, I bought a pair of these Jordans, and then I bought some Air Force Ones, and I was like, okay, well, I just bought almost $300 worth of shoes, whatever the cost was. I was like, I don't owe any Nike stock. Nah, that's not how we operate no more. So I bought Nike shares, and yeah, I'm down, but I don't care. I own a piece of the company, and that's just what it is, right? So as of right now, with Nike, I do have this laid up on something else, on like a different chart, and I'm not gonna go hunting for it, but keep in mind, you are still in a technical downtrend. You still have your lower highs and your lower lows, and right now we're trading sideways. So if I were to zoom in, right, I already know that we have a symmetrical triangle, and I already understand that if I were to bring up a volume profile, that this will likely be a D-shaped pattern in this particular instance. Boom, it's a D-shaped pattern, it's neutral. So I already knew that. So right now we're waiting for Nike to pick a direction, right? And right now this is how we're trading. So you are waiting for a breakout from here or a breakdown from here. So you're looking at this ascending line of support or this descending line of resistance. Okay. Now, if you want to become a member, by all means, become a member. Oh, hold up, man, I just did all this and you didn't see nothing? Hold up. My bad. Hold up. I'll still break it down. I'm salty. I just did a lot of work for you. But anyway, can you see that? Is it Queen M? M girl, you still there? All right. So essentially, I broke down Nike for you right here. All right. We're in a neutral position, right? And essentially, as we approach this ascending line of support, probably look for calls. But just do understand that the risk is that we are neutral. There's not a direction being chosen. We're still technically in a bearish position. We have a bearish bias on this as of right now. However, we're trading sideways. We're trying to figure out the direction. We fell a lot, but we're below the 21 day. We're below the 200. Everything's pointing down. And like I said, you didn't see this, but I know that this is a D-shaped pattern because I just can read the price action. And sure enough, this just tells you that you're neutral. Okay, so you want to look for calls nearing the bottom of this here, which is our ascending line of support, and then look for puts maybe if that's how you're trading it, nearing this descending line of resistance. But essentially, I would be looking to buy some shares right here at 65.18 and then just load up. But also understand that we could break down. We can break down and fall to about $51.68. So either which way, your take profit targets on this, if you are trading options, is going to be the high and low of this right here, of this neutral position. So the low 52.34, the high 80.12. If you hit either of these, there's likely a chance for this to happen. I'm about to show you. If you were to come on down and then you hit this take profit target, it'll shoot right back up and it'll probably blow past the next one. And same thing in reverse. Okay, if you break out, right, and you hit this level of 80.23, then it'll likely hit this level and then shoot back through and then come down to retest this before doing something stupid. Okay, so just know. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay, anyway, y'all can ask your questions. I'm going to try to set up this next stream while I'm in here. So just ask away and just give me a minute. There's supposed to be a way for me to start this stream easy. Hopefully I answered your questions. If you're here and you did not hit the like button, then I really would appreciate if you did so. Okay. Now there's supposed to be a way that I'm supposed to be able to set up another stream, and it's supposed to be easy. I did this before. Okay. Okay, if I can't do it, then what'll happen is I'll end up setting up just a separate stream. But I know there is a way because I've done this already, unless they took it away. Switch accounts, select a stream. UAW man's my guy. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's something good. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll accept the compliment or whatever. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, so for some reason, I think they might have took away like some like feature, because I used to be able to go ahead and then set up another stream to follow this stream, so people didn't have to leave, right? But now I'm not seeing that as an option. I'm not seeing that as an option. So it is what it is. All right. So if you are a member of this channel, this Discord, then I'm going to share a link under the members tab and within the Discord for everybody for the next live stream. Okay. I'm gonna read these comments and we're gonna get out of here. Okay. Nike had earnings and fell hard. Hey, it be happening. Don't you see your chart? Yeah. Yes, I do. Cheesehead rail. Hey, real talk, big dog. If we beat y'all on Saturday, your boy might just pop up on live with my sombrero. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I'll be the whole get up. It'll be down. Can't see. I got $50 on the game too. And KE, KFL, like $6 after hours. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think it's 58. Okay. Yeah, earnings can be good, but you know, like I said, geopolitical nonsense is trash. Tariffs, whatever you want to name it, you know. LOL. Yes, it's good. All right. MU, one of the only stocks that ran up after earnings. All right, everybody. So anybody here right now is gonna be becoming a member. Let me know right now. If you are, hit the money sign and then become a member, because I'm about to start the next live stream. I'm gonna get it set up right now and I'm gonna share it in this group. Actually, I'll just do that. I'm about to share it. Schedule. Man, they took away a key feature, man. I'm not happy about it. So in that stream, we're going to talk about the app a little bit, but the main focus is going to be the rapid fire alerts we just went over. Okay, so turn down those ads. Okay, we don't need no trailer. And then what is 18? And then it's going to be right now. And then all channel members are going to be invited. Shout out to everybody that stuck around, that hit the like button, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. So again, here's the link, right? To those that are members, I'll meet y'all over there. I'll answer any more questions that's here in this Discord, in this live, not this Discord, but this stream, and then kind of keep it moving. Okay, what do we got? Bought 50 shares of Nike. Will likely buy 50 more tomorrow. Run covered calls. Love it. Yep, good idea, Queen. I might be right there with you. You mean, no, you're not covered calls. You might run some cash or cure puts, unless you're banking on the stock to go down. So just know, if you're writing calls, then you're banking that the stock is going to go down, right? If you're writing puts, then you're banking that the stock is going to go up. Okay. My brother is the Bears chaplain. Chaplain. So if you ever want to come, hey, they need a new chaplain, big dog. They need, unless, you know what? They're doing good. They're doing good this year. They might need some Jesus after Saturday. We'll see. I'm gonna have a lot of mute friends on Saturday if they lose. How many swing trade alerts do you send out per week in your Discord? Does it pay for itself? Discord members, can you answer that question for Emil? Emil says, how many swing trade alerts do you send out per week in your Discord? Does it pay for itself pretty quickly? I will tell you, yes, it does. And you get multiple. There's a consistent frequency of swing trades and day trades that come through. If you're a Megalodon, you get a large amount. Okay. On top of that, we have an app where all of my swing trades are categorized and organized. So the sky's the limit, and you have your pick of the litter essentially. So it should pay for itself. You're welcome, M girl, for the technicals. I grabbed some of the Nike shares with you. Let's get it. I'll probably pick up some tomorrow. And then let's see here. Thank you. Second day watching, following you consistently. You gained another fan. I appreciate you, Aviation. Appreciate you, big dog. Hey, you know what? First time here, loved it. We'll join next week. Nope, you're not joining next week. You're about to see you about to join right now. Hold up. Y'all stick around. You know what? I'm feeling nice. Membership, give it to me. Did that work? Hold up. Where's my stuff? I probably can't. You sent. Nope. I can't send any more. I can't send any more memberships. I gave out too many this year, or this month. So y'all got to pay. I gave out too many. All right. And then Rochella says, "Yep, many swing trades." Queen Fee says, "Too many to count it. Does pay for itself." So there you have it. If anybody here is considering becoming a member, trust me when I say that I go above and beyond. I do everything that I can to make it feel as though that being a member pays for itself. I do that with my group. I do that with KGU. I'm limited with how much I can do with KGU, but I spam the crap out of Sacrifice for Riches, and that's just because I can. It's my house, so I can do whatever I want. So I give as many plays as I possibly can, whether you take it or you don't, whether you execute it properly or you don't. That's a you thing. However, we talk about it. We're a community. It's all about support and elevating everybody and transparency. So we're there to help each other, because this journey can be too lonely to be at it alone. So become a member if you so choose. I will share a link right here, and then I have to move over to the next live stream because I have other things to do and I still haven't eaten today. But let's go here, members, and copy, exit, and boom. There you go. If you guys want to become a member, there you go. Everybody, this is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.
This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank, that